Okay, so I'm sharing something at the very end that I think some people might wonder, why didn't I share this at the very beginning? But I think the very end is the very best place to share it, and that's using templates. So I'm going to go ahead and start up Pages, and we talked a little bit about this at the very beginning. So we're going to create a new document here. And as you can see, I have all these templates, right? The reason I'm showing these templates now is that now you'll know how to use them and they'll make more sense. So what I'm actually going to go to is the flyers and posters. Okay, so let me show you a couple of things here. So let's say I wanted to edit this flyer right here for sale, right? A common thing. So one of the things that you'll notice is that you might click on some areas and you'll have these little X's. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, these X's are there because they're locked. This particular layer is locked. Now, how do I unlock these? I'm so glad you asked. So what the lock layers do is that it doesn't allow you to either remove it or move it, right? So right now I'm trying to move this and I can't. Now there's some that are not locked. For this, for example, this one right here, this is not locked, so I can move that. But this background here, I cannot. And by the way, here, if I want to change for sale, or maybe I want to say this is for free, right? And I want to change that. So I'll just put my cursor there and I'll just type for free. Okay, and now let's go to this layer that's locked. What do I do? Well, this is what you do. You can right click and you can unlock. And now you can change that layer. You can make it larger, you can make it smaller, you can remove it if you want to. Maybe you don't like that green, I'm sorry, that gray there, but you can unlock it. And anytime that you have a layer that maybe you want to make sure that it stays, for example, maybe I want this to stay, what I want to do is I want to right click or uh, command click, oh sorry, control click, and I can say now lock. So you can now lock this and now that is locked. I could also change these images, right? Like we talked about before, I can make it smaller if I wanted to, or I can choose a different image altogether. And these now work just the same as we talked about our layers before. I can move this around and now I can mess around with a template. So here I just tweak this little template and I actually kind of like the way it looks now. Maybe it doesn't give it the prominence that it had before, but still a really cool little flyer. So I hope this helps you. Again, you have all these templates that you can use when you first start up Pages, and I do recommend that you use them. But I did want to point out the fact that some of those layers you're going to find they have those little X's. Make sure that you unlock those. All right, well, thank you for watching this module. We will be moving on to Numbers and then Keynote, and I hope that you will stay with us for the rest of this.